Hey guys, I just wanted to post a little update video. We've been really busy with NDA stuff and can't post any videos about it. So, but we've gotten quite a bit of new stuff that I'm going to talk about and do videos about here soon. First, I guess I'll start with this here. We just got this in. This is the milling chucks from Haas, and a friend of mine, Trent, got one and he said he really loves it, so I went ahead and picked up two. I think it was like 139 bucks each. Doesn't come with a pull stud, but comes with 4 of these collets for it. And I'll go ahead and pull it out here. I bought 2 sets, so I've got one in here already. But here's the collets. They're supposed to hold a lot better. I've been having some trouble holding on to end mills when I'm doing like heavy cutting on the mill. I've been running into the end mill just pulling out of the ER32, so was either go to shrink fit or some other collet. And Trent said that he got these and they were on sale and that he really liked it. So I picked up 2 of them. We'll see how it works. I've got to do some, I don't think I can show a video on it, but I've got to do some heavy machining, and I want to see, I'll let you know at least how it does without pulling out the end mill. Next I have this, which was kind of an expensive purchase. This is a floating reamer, and I got this because we had a job that had a reamed hole, and I can usually bring that in with interpolation, but this one was deep down in a hole and it needed to be reamed, and I was having trouble getting it to size. I'm not sure if it was run out or what exactly it was, but the holes were coming up too big. So I went ahead and bit the bullet on this, and the job I needed it for came out perfect, no issues there. So basically you can tighten up how much float it has, and the first time I tried it, I think I didn't have it loosened up enough because it was actually oversized, but I dialed it in and got my holes perfect. So so that's another thing I picked up. So here's the trunnion I got from Chip from MoreSide Fixtures. This actually Trent gave me. I posted this in a video a while back. A stop. Trent's a user, a YouTube viewer, and he sent me some stuff. More on him later. You can see that I've give some loving to these, trying to figure out how all the 4th axis and setup works. I've made a few mistakes here. So anyway, this trunnion will allow me to rotate this 15 degrees, and I'll have a whole video about this. This is kind of like a little A-frame that sits on the end here that keeps it level on the table, and like I said, I'll have probably quite a few videos on this when I get time. So this is actually a prototype. He doesn't have this for sale yet. So he basically, I think I'm probably the first guy that has one. I know I was at the time. I don't know if I still am the only one that has one, but I'm giving him some feedback on it and testing it out for him. And so hopefully soon he'll offer this on his site because it's pretty cool. Now, he is also the one who makes this for the 4th axis as well, and I got this originally with that same vise, and this one you can't just rotate in the middle of operations, but you can put the vise in either orientation. The other one you can actually do your operations and then rotate it whatever you need, and then continue machining. So not quite 5th axis. I don't know if you 3+2. Okay, so here is the Pearson vacuum table. I've got it back in the box because I was done with the job. it's got a, I don't know, I guess you'd call it a fixture plate on the top. And I had to do these big plates. As you can see, I believe this is 20 by 13 and a half. And I had to do these big plates with some holes in it and trying to machine around the, yeah, anyway, fixturing was going to be a hassle. I did it on here. I had zero issues. I worked way better than I thought it would, and I'm really loving this. If you take off this plate, it has the regular grid for this on here, but I cut my own gaskets, and I believe, where is it? I think this is the hole, the through hole that actually pulls the vacuum for the part. And these were all just drilled holes on the outside of the part. So my next part, I can, you know, just gasket around. I've got a smaller piece, and I plan on, you know, just gasketing around that, and hopefully be able to use this plate for a lot of different things. Or I could actually punch in. I think there's, I don't know, 9 different locations you can punch through, and you can either tape over this or thread it and put a little set screw or something in there. Okay, so you're gonna have to pardon the mess. I've been cutting a lot of steel, and I'm actually working on some kind of like brass parts now, but and I'm shooting this in between running parts. So, but what I really wanted to do was show this off. Trent, he's a subscriber of mine from Louisiana. He sent me some free stuff before. He made this plate for me. I kind of commissioned it. This plate here allows me to bring the 4th axis off the edge of the table, freeing up enough space that I think I can actually get two vise on the table. I'm going to swing around here in a second and talk about it a little bit more. Okay, so I believe this is about 1.25 inch plate. I think he said it was 10/18. He did a really good job on it. It's got grooves in there for the 4th axis to, you know, it's got like a little notch peg that sits, you know, comes down and sits in there. So if you can see, before basically the front of this, of the, I don't know, spindle plate there was about here, because there's a bolt right underneath it, so it went about right there. Now I've got all that space there, which will let me put a vise in here. If I need to, I can put another plate and, you know, put something across here while I'm not using it, and have basically all this space. It loses a little bit of Z height, but I hadn't really had any problems with that so much. So I lost my vise before, so it was kind of a pain. I'm gonna have to still pull my second vise off when I get the put the trunnion on and off, but the trunnion's actually pretty easy to put on. I can probably do it in, I don't know, maybe 10 minutes or less, and I've only done it a few times, so I think I'll get better with time on that. So anyway, I wanted to thank Trent because he's a really nice guy, and I can buy these online from a couple of different places I won't mention, but I think they may be 1.25 inch, but I think they're only like 1 inch or something, maybe 1.25 inch thick aluminum that's anodized. And the 160, that might be okay, but the 210's a little bit heavier, and I didn't want things to, you know, start tilting, you know, back that way and cause everything to kind of be at an angle. So I'm pretty sure this steel plate will, you know, will keep that from happening, and it's freeing up some work envelope for me. So I just did that yesterday, so I don't know. I haven't even tried putting a vise on. Like I said, I'm busy running jobs, so I hope to put my vise on and get that all figured out, where my locations are. I can still pull the vices off and put in the vacuum table will fit in there. So I'm trying to think. I believe that's about it for now as far as like updates or things that are going on here. You know, just jobs that I can't show, unfortunately. But hopefully I'll get back to some that I can show, and show off the 4th axis and the 5th axis. Not the 5th axis, the trunnion, and the vacuum table and all the other stuff. Again, thanks to Trent and Chip from MoreSide, both good guys. If you get a fourth axis, hit Chip up. He will go check out MoreSide Fixtures. He is, I think it's DS Machine Works as well. But anyway, hit him up and see what he's got, and he's a nice guy. All right, thanks for watching, guys.